هاي
هاي
سلام. ايش عثمان؟
هاي
نايم؟
هاي
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 اللهم إني صايمة، اللهم إني صايمة، لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. يعني الدنيا رمضان، الدنيا رمضان، الدنيا رمضان. I just want to know why التلفزيون العربي equates comedy with bad, offensive, inaccurate, stereotypical portrayals of Sudanese people. I just want to... Every year, every Ramadan, we got to deal with this. Every Ramadan, we got to look at the TV and see some shoddily done Sudanese accent folks out here in blackface in 2018. I wasn't going to talk about this. I saw it. I've been seeing it. It's all over my Twitter timeline. It's all over Facebook. It's all over Instagram. And I just didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get right with God. Like, I'm trying to get right with God. But I keep seeing it. And shout out to the homie Yusuf for sending it. And just, like, khalas, it was like the camel that broke the straw's back. Like, it's... ليه يا أخي انتوا ليه كده يا أخي انتوا ليه Arabs who follow me and may be watching this, please explain. Just give me an explanation as to why y'all can't do comedy in any other form. Y'all can't actually tell jokes. Why is the Sudanese identity a crutch for y'all in comedy? Why is that your go-to when you can't even do it right? Tell me, how does that make sense? It's so tired that in 2018, with all of the history of the Gulf and the contributions the Sudanese people have made to make and build and educate y'all, that y'all have the nerve, the gall and the gumption to get on your screens in full blackface and portray Sudanese people as lazy. Let's just take that for a minute. Where? How? In your countries that borderline enslave people. How? Oh, I'll wait. I'm going to wait for an answer because tell me how. I talked about this blackface thing before. We keep talking about it. Every time an Egyptian or a Khaliji show wants to portray a Sudanese person, got to slap that shoe polish on. And people have always come back with, well, it's not really blackface because that's like, that's something that happened in America and it doesn't happen in other places. It doesn't have the same connotation. It's harmless. Or my favorite, no, they're just trying to make the portrayal more accurate by getting the skin color right. Allahumma inni saima. Allahumma inni saima. Blackface is offensive. Blackface is offensive. There is no such thing as harmless blackface. No such thing. None whatsoever. It is meant to demean, to make fun of, to ridicule. It is not funny. It is never funny. Particularly when you pair it with a scene like that. You mean to tell me they were just trying to get the Sudanese character right? This man walked into another man's house who was sleeping. Let me not get into the I part because, sat down and immediately fell asleep. What does that tell you? And I bet you Kuwaitis all over Kuwait were just yucking it up like that thing was the funniest thing they've ever seen. That was just nailed it. Some of y'all be wanting to be abused and ridiculed and demeaned and discriminated against. Some of y'all like that, I feel. That's the only explanation for any Sudanese person who will be in my mentions, and I'm sure there will be, being like, oh, you're taking it too seriously. It's not that deep. It is that deep. Arabs, particularly Khalijis, really believe in this idea that they fed themselves, that Sudanese people in particular are just useless and lazy. And these are the same people who were educated by Sudanese people, whose employees are Sudanese and make them a lot of money, whose countries were built by Sudanese teachers and professionals. So my only theory for why Khalijis particularly continue to propagate this lie is that they want to make themselves feel better. They don't want us to get too big for our britches. They want to keep us in our place, and they want to make us feel bad about ourselves. That's it. And I keep repeating myself, and I don't want to, but I also want to stress the idea that living as an expat or an immigrant or a wafid in these countries is hellish. You don't have the luxury to be lazy. First of all, it's expensive to live there. The immigrant population is bled dry. In Saudi, I guess now you have to pay a monthly fee just to be in the country as a resident, as a foreign resident. Then on top of all of that, you have the kafala system, which is like a sponsorship system. So your sponsor basically determines your fate. And at any point in time, mumkin tahifalo to be like, I'm not feeling you no more. Go back home. And that's it. That's it. So how? With all of those constraints, how are you going to convince me that this is the only sole image, the outstanding image, representation of Sudanese people that you have? Please. Aqni'uni. Not to mention, it's so tired. Can you find another propaganda tool? Can you find a different one? Can you be original? This has been since the 1800s, painting black people as lazy and liars and criminals. Next. And Sudanese who consider this harmless and consider this, it's just comedy. It's not that deep. You are the reason this continues to happen. You are the reason that we are continuously disrespected. I remember when that Tash Matash skit came out, that whole Darabulay Hassar, whatever it was. And everyone was like, oh my God, that's so cute and funny. And I just looked at everyone like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Y'all really underestimate the power that media has to shape people's perceptions about things. You really think that's harmless? You really think that a person who's never met a Sudanese person who sees that doesn't then think that that's what Sudanese people are actually like? Have you not been on this planet long enough? Are you from somewhere else in the heavens? Do you live in a bubble? Do you live underground? Do you not have a TV? Have you never met another human before? I've seen both Arabs and Sudanese argue before that Tash Matash and this type of mess is Sudanese representation on Arab TV. How you like them apples? Lazy and stupid and goofy and in blackface. That's the representation. That's what y'all want for yourselves. Wow. You know what's actual representation? Having Sudanese actors on their shows. Having Sudanese writers in their rooms writing actual Sudanese humor and comedy. Having accent coaches at the very least. My God. That I thing that they were doing in that clip, it's I. It means naam. I. It's not that hard. So what does that say about you, actually? What does that say about your craft? Just leave us alone. Khaliji/Arab/Middle Eastern TV. Leave us out of it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do it without us. Is that possible? Is that a thing that might be able to happen in the foreseeable future? Or can you just not fathom? And to my fellow Sudanese, if you keep watching it, they'll keep making it. If you keep silent about it, they'll keep making it. Love yourselves a little bit, man. Gee. I wonder how dark-skinned Khalijis feel about blackface on TV. Oh, I forgot. You oppress them too. Consistent. I lied. I'm not done. Shout out to the homie Sara one time for reminding me of the little microaggressions these people do, and y'all think, oh my God, that's so cute. They're using our language, but really they're making fun of you. Like when Khalijis say Ya Zol, or when Egyptians say Ya Binti Nil. Get out of my face with that. Egyptians will be like, Ya Binti Nil, and call you Zol and act like they know all about you, and then ask you, what language do you speak for Sudan? Okay, just exit stage left. I can't. I had an Egyptian man in Egypt ask me in Arabic what language we spoke in Sudan. And when I said Arabi, he said, really? Shout out one time to all the Khaliji and Arab allies in my DMs right now being like, we don't rock with this either. And then taking actual steps, messaging people and calling their people out on their trash behavior. You the real ones.